Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to the Scope. I'm your host, and today we're diving into one of the most shocking stories in recent history. Kanye West has been making headlines left and right, but this time, it's not just about his latest music or fashion endeavors. No, folks, today we're going to explore the darker side of Yeezy's personality, and trust me, it's a wild ride. So, you may have heard by now that Kanye West recently declared himself a Nazi, and we know that didn't sit well with many in the music industry. But what really took the cake was when he started wearing swastika clothing and jewelry in public. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Kanye's always been a bit eccentric, but this is just too much. And you're right, it is. But here's the thing, Kanye's not just any eccentric, folks. He's a master manipulator, and he knows exactly how to get under people's skin. And what better way to do that than by making anti-Semitic comments? I mean, come on, folks, this guy's gone off the rails. Now, some of you might be wondering why Azealia Banks is speaking out against Kanye now. Well, let me tell you, it all goes back to their infamous Twitter feud last year. But in a recent post on X, Azealia took aim at Kanye's latest antics and made some rather colorful comments about his collaborator, Dave Blunt's. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, folks. Azealia went full-on fatphobic in her rant against Dave Blunt's. And let me tell you, it was a whole lot of shade. But what's even more interesting is how she connected the dots between Kanye's behavior and his alleged Nazi past. Azealia basically said that nobody can collab with Kanye anymore, thanks to all the Nazi shit he's been spewing out lately. And I gotta say, folks, she's right on the money. I mean, who wants to work with someone who's essentially a modern-day Hitler? But what's even more surprising is how Azealia took aim at Kanye himself. She basically called him out for being a weird ass who's always face-fucking and humiliating people online. And let me tell you, folks, that's some next-level shade right there. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but wait, Azalea's being just as bad as Kanye. And to that, I say, yes, she is. But here's the thing, when you're talking about something as sensitive and hurtful as Nazi ideology, folks, we can't afford to play both sides. So, what does this all mean? Well, for starters, it means that Kanye West is officially out of favor in the music industry. And if he wants to get back on track, he's going to have to do a lot more than just apologize and move on. I mean, folks, we need to see some real change before we can forgive and forget. And that's exactly what Azealia Banks is calling for, real change. Because when it comes down to it, folks, Kanye West needs to take responsibility for his actions and own up to the hurt he's caused. Anything less, and he'll just be another casualty of his own ego. So there you have it, folks, the Kanye Scope's take on one of the most shocking stories in recent history. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story, and as always, we'll keep it real with the latest news and analysis from around the world of music and pop culture.